everyone. I'm Sue Lembeck, and I'm here to share with you some strength training exercise. So please join me. The equipment you'll need is a nice sturdy chair. And if you would like resistance for the arm exercises, please get some light weights. 1 pound or 2 pounds, maybe even 3 pounds feels light to you, but something that's light enough that you can really use the full range of motion in your joints. We don't want to have such heavy weights that you can't lift through the full range of motion in your joints. Great. So let's get started. Let's warm up a little bit. So put your weights somewhere where you won't trip over them and sit in your chair with a nice tall spine. Let's begin by stretching the arms out to the side and up and back down again. Let's take that with the inhale on the up and exhale on the down. Moving those arms in the shoulder joints as fully as you feel comfortable with our warm-up. Once more, inhale and exhale. Let's do a few shoulder rolls. Other direction. Good. And now bending the elbows, putting the fingertips on the shoulders if you can. Let's bring the elbows forward and back. Forward, and when the elbows come to the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. Come forward and back. Once more, forward and back. Good. Shake out those arms by your sides. And now put your hands together and roll your wrists. Waking up the hands and wrists. Let those fingers hold on in the clasped hands gently. Good. And now gently turning the palms, pressing the palms forward, a little stretch for the wrists, for the palms and the fingers. Now relax the shoulders. If this is too much, then don't do it. You can always omit something or make something else up if it doesn't work with what I'm doing. Shake out those hands and arms once more. Open up your feet and take your body in a nice side bend, beginning to wake up the spine. And if we're sitting most of the day, these exercises, these simple exercises for the spine or the back really do make a difference. We want to keep the circulation in the body. And when we sit a long time, sometimes that's compromised. So now rock your body forward and back. Again, something as simple as a little rocking action really helps keep the circulation in your back. And come back to center. 2 hands to one leg and 2 hands to the other leg. There's a little twist here. You can let the head and eyes go with the arms, side to side, or you can keep your head forward if you're somebody who gets dizzy easily. Just a little twist through the waist, through the back. Good. And gently rest. Bringing those legs and feet in front again. Sitting tall, you can hold onto the seat of your chair and do some marching in place. Waking up the hips and the knees. And the more you sit up tall, the more you're developing some strength in your core, your abdominal muscles. And rest. Lifting one leg, turning sideways a bit, lifting one leg and then the other. Kicking those legs out there, opening up the back of the knees. Again, only go as far as you feel comfortable with that movement at the knee joint. All right, now make sure you're sitting back in your chair to get a little support for your low back. Again, holding on to the chair, but sit tall. Let's raise both legs up and down. If you're somebody who's very tall and sitting in a low chair, this is really hard. For shorter people, or for sitting in a chair that's a comfortable height, sometimes it's an easy exercise. Now keep those legs stretched up and point and flex the toes. So point forward and flex, point and flex, working the ankle joints. Point and flex, point and flex, all the while you're sitting tall. Good, a few more. Point and flex, and rest. Good. Give your legs a little rub. Give them a little rest. All right, grab your weights. Have a seat again, if you're not already there. And let's begin with some wonderful arm exercises. You'll notice I will do a set of 10 of each of the exercises, or yes, basically sets of 10, or sometimes I divide it half and half, 5 and 5. But what we're doing is we're building some stamina. So if you're not up to the 10, then do as many as you feel comfortable. So sitting tall, arms by your side, palms forward. Let's bend and straighten the elbows. 2, a little bicep curl. 3, 4, working through the full range of motion. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bring your weights up to your chest and stick your elbows out to the side. Now keep those shoulders down, sitting tall. And we're going to open wide and close it in. 2 and in. 3. Good. 4. Keep it going. If you need to rest, please rest. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. And 10. Good. Rest your arms on your lap. Have your weights toward your knees. And let's do some marching. So a little extra weight on the knees. Make it a little more effort to do the marching. A little more work for the core and the legs. Keep it going, breathing easy. And rest. Bicep curls again, so sitting tall, palms forward. And bend the elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bring the hands to the lap again and march. Again, keep the breath flowing freely. You might feel that this is a little cardio workout here too as we're marching. The legs are working, but our hearts are also working as we pump those legs. Keep breathing and rest. Bring the weights up to your chest height. Bring those elbows up, shoulders down. Good. Staying tall through your spine. Open the arms out to the side and back in. 2 and in. 3 and in. If this is too much with the weights, 4. You can also put the weights down and continue without. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. One more set of marching. Hands on the knees and march. Sitting tall. Keep it going. And rest. Nice. And now we're going to do some bicycling. So bringing your weights up in front. Bicycle with the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Whew. Take some shoulder rolls. stretch one leg up and circle at the ankle. Breathing easy, circle the other way. A little rest for the arms. And down. Other leg, stretch it up and circle at the ankle. And circle the other direction. Good. And rest. The next exercise is for our triceps. So we're going to bring our arms by our sides. If you're in a chair that has armrest, be on the outside of the armrest and have the palms facing back. And now with straight elbows, we'll push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now let's go back to our circling or cycling with the arms. Sitting tall and circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest those arms sitting back in your chair. Raise one leg and circle the ankle. 1. Good. Keep it going. And circle the other way. Relax those shoulders. Maybe do a few shoulder rolls as you're circling those ankles. Good. Now the other leg. Lift it up and circle. Relax those shoulders. Catch your breath. And other direction. Good. And rest. Bring your arms down by your sides. Palms facing behind you. Sitting tall. And push back with the straight elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And rest. Put one weight down, again, away from where it might get underfoot, because we will do some standing exercises too. And just have one weight in your hands now. And you can hold it at the two ends if you have one of these kinds of weights. Hold it like a corn on the cob. All right, so sitting tall. We're going to bring the arms up overhead and then bend the elbows so the weight goes behind your head just a little bit, and then straighten up. Bend and straighten. 3 and up. 4 and up. This is for our triceps as well, the back of the arms. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And lower down. A few shoulder rolls here. Maybe even tilting the head side to side or turning the head. Good. Coming toward the front of your chair, stretch out one leg. And when you have one leg straight, put the weight in the same hand as leg. The other hand you can hold onto the chair. So we're going to reach over toward the toe and then back up. So the weight comes from the shoulder, reach it over toward the toe and back up. This is 3 and up, 4 and 5. Now for the last 5, switch hands. So grab the weight in the opposite hand from the straight leg, holding onto the chair with a free hand. And reach across. 1 and up, 2 and up, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Coming back to center, holding the weight with both hands. Stretch the arms up overhead, relax the shoulders down, and bend the elbows, reaching the weight behind you, and then up. 2. Keeping the elbows in place as they bend back. 3, 4, 5, 6, One more, and 10. Rest. A few shoulder rolls, turning or tilting the head, relaxing, catching your breath. Let's stretch out the other leg. So stretch out, whoops, where am I? Let's do it this way. Stretch out the leg. So whatever the straight leg is, that's the side that has the weight to start out. The other hand holds the chair. Bring the weight up toward the shoulder. We'll take 5 stretches right here. And bend forward and stretch to reach the toe. 1. You don't have to touch the toe. Just go as far as you feel that beginning of the stretch. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Switch hands. Other hand, opposite hand of the straight leg has the weight now. And reach across. 1. Shoulder. And 2. Shoulder. 3. 4. And 5. Good. And rest. Put your weight, again, out of the way, somewhere where it won't be an issue. It's time to do our sit stands. We're going from the seated position to a standing position. So wherever you are, make sure you have room in front of you to come to standing. If you choose not to do this exercise, that's fine. Just sit and rest, or do another set of arm exercises with or without the weights. All right, so make sure your feet are pointing straight forward, the knees over the toes, and come toward the front of your chair. Hinge forward. Feel that bend and hinge at the hips. That's crucial because it gets your nose over your toes, and that's what we want. We want the weight of the upper body to come over the feet as we prepare to sit stand. So that part is really crucial. All right. The hands can be on the chair, on the thighs, or a challenge, you can have your hands off of or on the chest. You could even have a weight here. That would be the most challenging, is to have a weight with you. So here we go. Let's take 5 sit stands. So sitting toward the front of your chair, feet planted, tall spine, hinge forward, shift the weight over the feet, and then stand up tall. Backing down, bend the knees deeply, hinge at the hips, reach for the chair if you need, and sit back. And 2. Straighten the whole way up. And bending back down. Good. 3. Bend and sit. 4. Last one. 5. And sit down for a moment. Sit back in your chair. Catch your breath. Stretch both legs up. You can hold the seat of the chair. And touch your toes together. Touch your toes and then your heels. Toes and heels. Toes and heels. Good. This works those hip joints, of course, and the legs. Nice. 2 more sets. Last one, and rest. Good. Catch your breath again. Wonderful. We're going to do another set of 5 sit stands. So again, scoot toward the front of your chair. Maybe you want more of a challenge. Grab a weight, having it right here on the chest as we go. So toward the front of your chair, feet rooted, sitting tall. Here we go. And lunge forward or hinge forward, nose over toes, and then straighten up. Bend deeply at the hips and knees, sitting back. And 2. Bend. Good. And 3. Now, if at any time it's too much, just sit and wait. And 4. Good, now this last one is our fifth one. Come to standing. So if you're waiting for us, join us standing if you like. And our fifth one, press up and stay up. Good. No more need for the weights. Grab your chair and stand behind it. Good. Standing tall. And we're going to now bend the knee to the back. So shift your weight to one foot, bend the knee, and lift to the back. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now shift your weight to the other foot and lift the leg to the back. Bend the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And rest. Now we're going into a side leg lift. So standing tall, holding on to the chair, lift a leg to the side. 1, and 2. It doesn't have to be high. 3. Keep your toe pointing forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's do just a few bends of the knees just to relax. Let's go to the other side with the side leg lift. Shift and lift to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. A few bends of the knees, nice and easy right here to relax. Good. Let's go back to our bent knee leg lift to the back, standing tall. And bend back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now the other leg. Shift and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Catch your breath. A few bends of the knees. And now let's do our side leg lift, our second set. Standing tall, shift to one foot and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Bending the knees, resting. You might feel the hips, especially the side of those hips, getting some good work. We're strengthening our hip joints. And now let's go to the other side with a side leg lift. Standing tall, shift and lift to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bend those knees for a little rest. Great. And now, standing behind your chair, we're going into a side bend. So open up your feet about chair width apart. Holding on with one hand, raise the other arm out to the side and add a little side bend. 1, and come on down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the other arm. So hold on, and lift and bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Now, keeping your legs wide, about as wide as the chair, we're going into a squat. And this kind of is like our sit-stand, where we're going to hinge and bend the knees, squatting as though you're going to sit on a chair behind you. You want to be careful that your chair, that's your support, does not tip. So make sure it's close enough to you, or you're close enough to the chair. Again, your feet are about as wide as your chair, and your toes can point out slightly if that helps. So standing nice and tall. Here comes the squat. Bending deeply. 1, and straighten. 2, and straighten. 3, as though you're sitting back in a chair. 4, 5, you decide how deeply you bend the knees. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and come back up. Good. Standing behind your chair for our side bends again. A wide stance helps to give us a little wider base. You can also bend the knees to lower the center of gravity if that helps. One hand stays on the chair, the other hand comes up and over. 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch hands. Lifting and side bend. 1. Stay nice and stable from the waist down. 2. Only tip as far as you feel comfortable. 4. One more. And 5. Great. Let's go right into our second set of squats. And again, you decide how deeply you bend your knees. Toes pointing out slightly. Make sure you're close enough to the chair that it doesn't tip. And bend. 1. And up. 2. And up. 3. 4. 5. Keep it going if you can. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. 10. Great. And rest. Whew. That was quite a lot. Developing strength through the entire lower body with those deep squats. Let's finish with a nice stretch. So, hands on the seat, back of the chair. Walk your feet back into a forward fold. Stretching and opening the whole back of the body. Breathe and stretch right here. Bend the knees and walk it in. Let's go into a little arch here. So holding onto the seat of the back of the chair, press the hips forward slightly and arch and look up. And then release. Once more, walk your feet back into the forward fold. Stretch and open the whole back of the body, even through the shoulders. And release by walking back toward the chair. And now our final arch. Press the hips forward gently as you arch and look up. And release. Great. Thanks for joining our strength training today. See you next time.